it's Tessa from Meyer Hatchery. Today we're going to be dyeing eggs, but I didn't go and buy a kit from the store, even though that's what it looks like. I'm using ingredients from home to try to save a little bit of money. So I'm using food coloring, white vinegar, and water. That's all you really need. And I'm using eggs from my own coop so that I can use the color of the shells to help make the coloring better. So when you buy a kit, you drop the little tabs into the dye and it dissolves, and then you drop your eggs in. And you're probably doing it with your kids. So they only leave the eggs in for a few minutes, if that, and they're usually pastel. Today I'm gonna show you what it's like if you leave them in for 5 minutes. Now you don't wanna let them stay in for much longer than that, or the vinegar will start to eat away at your egg. But by using a teaspoon of vinegar, drops of food coloring, and water, we can get amazing results. So in these jars, I'm only using these 4 colors. So I've got my primaries, red, yellow, and blue, and my not so primary, green. That one also I'm using because it's a really good combination, and this is a standard food coloring kit. Now here's a little known fact. Before the pandemic, I was an art teacher. So let's talk about color. Now in these, we're gonna use the coloring of the egg to alter the color of the dye. So in each one of these, I've got an egg that's white and then an egg that's either a pale brown or blue. Now these are from my girls outside. They're hard boiled, so I don't have to worry about anything there. But I do have one Meyer egg, a dark brown one in the red, and we'll look at that later. So let's take a look at how some of these compare. I actually have 2 red ones out. This was a brown egg and this was a white egg. They're pretty similar, though looking up close, I can tell that this one is more of a yellowy red, where this one has more blue undertones just from the color of the egg. But this is 30 drops of red food coloring. In the red, it's 30 drops of red. In all of the other colors, you only need to have a total of 20. So for green, that was 20 drops, blue, 20 drops, purple, well, actually, this one's violet, this one's purple. In my violet, this is 18 drops of red and 2 drops of blue. In my violet, this is 18 drops of blue and 2 drops of red. My orange is 18 drops of yellow, 2 drops of red. And my lime green down here is 18 drops of yellow and 2 of blue. So let's look at some of these eggs and see if we can tell the difference. Now in this green pot over here, I used a blue egg and a white egg. The blue egg in the background is gonna give depth to your eggs that the white won't. So this one over here is my blue egg dyed green. This one is my white egg dyed green. They are both gorgeous, but this one has a little more depth that's just absolutely stunning. Would have been perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Now let's look at the blue, because the blue and red are harder to obtain, but by using the coloring of the shell, it does help a lot. So if we look here, this is your white egg, and this is a blue egg. So the blue on the blue gives us a darker color, more richness in our color, but the white is still good too. Let's look at the purple. Actually, this is a violet. I keep doing that. Shame on me. All right, so violet is gonna be a red hued purple. So in here, I actually used a brown egg and a white egg, and they're very similar, but this one's the brown egg. It just has a deepness that this one doesn't, though I actually like the white egg on this one. It's a little more fuchsia than violet, and I do like that, it's pretty. I'm gonna skip over the red Meyer egg, give it a little bit more time, and head over here to the orange. Now, you're gonna see what happens when you don't mix it very well over here, because I added the 2 drops of red on top and didn't mix the colors together before I dropped the eggs in. So, this is my white egg, which is stunning. This is just like the best orange ever. And this one was a brown egg that I dropped in there, but you can see that the red dye was floating at the top, and so I have almost like an ombre look to my egg where it grabbed some of that red and then filled in with the orange inside. So in this one, I actually think that I like the white egg better. This one's a little too rich for my taste. This orange is perfect. Now let's go for yellow. Yellow in the kits from the store always ends up kind of being a gross yellow color. But here we have a nice full spectrum yellow. And I used a brown egg and a white egg. And you can kind of tell the difference in here too because the brown egg is just a little bit darker than the yellow. It gives it more of a mustard color where I want actual yellow. We're getting close to the end here. Let's look at our lime green. So lime green, oh, very interesting. This one, you can really tell the difference. This is a white egg, complete lime green. This was a blue egg dyed lime green. So this actually gave me like a mint color. So using that blue in the background altered the color of the dye, and now I have two different variations. Have you ever gotten one of those kits and set up like 25 different color jars across your table for your kids to dye with? You don't have to do that. Just use the eggs as you're coloring. Now this is purple, and this is the purpliest purple you're ever gonna see in an egg. I've got my brown egg here, and I've got my white egg here, and it looks like some of it's starting to peel away there. But the brown egg, super dark purple, like royalty purple. And then over in here, this is more of what I consider to be true purple. So both are nice. Both I really like a lot. Last but not least, let's check out this Meyer egg in the red. It's starting to get there. I was curious if a super dark shelled egg would have any kind of change in the coloring. And I dipped this into red, and mostly it just absorbed a little bit of the red. When you're dyeing your eggs, I like to save those deep Meyer eggs just to be as they are, because they already are pretty beautiful. You could dip it into a little bit of yellow or orange or red to give it more of a pop so that it fits in with your other eggs, or you can leave them just as they are. So, when it comes time to dye your eggs, don't run out to the store and buy something you don't need. Just use stuff from home. Once you get done with your eggs, let them dry, get them up into the refrigerator, and then serve them to your family at your dinner table this spring. If you have any questions at all, make sure to check us out on meyerhatchery.com. And be sure to like and subscribe because we can always help out here too. Have a great day and happy spring!